Hey gang, how we doing? Oh, look at this fall weather. Look at this. Pretty the trees. I love leaves. I love the leaves when they turn colors, don't you? That's what I miss about the Upper Peninsula of Michigan is, boy oh boy, the leaves would turn and we'd go up to the place called Porcupine Mountains and Lake of the Clouds, and over off of Lake Superior. I did a video on it a while back, a couple of years ago, when Kasha and I took the kids out to visit my dad, and we did, oh man, we did Porcupine Mountains, we did the Rock Shop, and we went over to Bell Forest, and over in Ishpeming, Michigan. We did a bunch of trips like that. Oh, it was nice. It was nice. The only trip I did this year was we did that one over in Liberty, where we did some gold panning and stuff like that, and then when I went down with the gang and met them over in Central Oregon, that was it. It's amazing the year's almost over with though, isn't it? Yeah. Hopefully this is finding you well. I've got myself my tea. I made some tea. No coffee today. I have plenty of ground pounder coffee, but I had to get some tea going. Oh, here we go. Oh my goodness. I had to get tea going because it's just a tea kind of moment, right? It's just a moment for tea. Oh, I got the heater going right now. Yes, the King Pick-a-Watt heater. Oh, it feels good though. Oh, I'm gonna turn that down a little bit so it'll shut off in a second. But yeah, super chilly here in the Pacific Northwest and in Washington State. So hopefully you all are staying warm and dry. Actually, it rained yesterday. It's been raining a lot, but that's what it normally does here. But temperatures, yeah, it's getting chilly. So it's more like kick the heater on kind of moments, and you know, wear a raincoat every now and then. Yesterday I got just dumped just trying to get from the house to the shop. It was just pouring. Oh man. Well, got a lot of things to show you. Let me set you guys down for a second. I'll show you what else is going on in the shop before we get to Phil's knife. Alrighty, yeah, we got a whole bunch of stuff going on. I have working on a Jasper as well. I got a Jasper going on for Dex. Dex has got a couple of my knives. You guys have probably seen some of the videos in the past. I met Dex at the second annual Coyote Works Overland Rally, and I'm working on his knife and his ferro rod. And I had to glue up some liners and everything. Bring you over here. And so this is what I kind of do. So Dex picked out a really neat set of scales. Super unique, actually. Ben picked these scales out 4 years ago or so. And they weren't the most popular of scales because they had this yellow, they're double dyed stabilized, and I believe it was ash burl. If I remember correctly, it was ash burl. And it was dyed yellow and green, and they're pretty cool. Definitely very unique, but not very popular with a lot of people. Well, Dex saw those knife scales, and he was a fan of them, and so he asked that I make him a knife. And you guys will see his video later on when it comes out. But I'll just show you a little bit about what these knife scales look like. Look at that. That is something else. That is crazy. So this is a book match set right here. And what I did is I have, he wanted green liners, so I did OD green liners on them. And that's going to be a book match set for his Jasper. And that's going to be the remnant is for his ferro rod. Now this will be a surprise to the Dex as he sees this video, because this video will go out before I actually release his knife. But Dex, he ordered a ferro rod after he bought the knife, and he asked me if I was going to have enough material to get it out of his handle. And I was like, nah, I'm not going to be able to do that. It don't look like it's going to be big enough. I was joking with you, Dex. I want to surprise you, buddy. So there's your surprise, because Dex does watch the channel, so he's going to be seeing this. By the time this video comes out, Dex will already have his knife, so I could talk about it. That's why I'm saying it now. And then next video will probably be Dex's completed knife. But super cool. So Dex is getting a Jasper, and it's going to be hand sanded, satin finish. It's going to be super cool, and you guys will have to wait for next week's video for that one. But I'm also working on a couple other bush knives. I got Keith and I have Graham, and both of you guys, by the time this video comes out, your knives will be in your hands, and their video as well will be next week. I'm going to put their video as well as Dex's video all together right towards the end of December, because we are at the end of 2020. I would have hoped that 2020 would have been a little bit better for some people, in different states because I'm not liking how things have been going lately, and I'm sure there's a lot of you are the same way. Yeah, this whole Thanksgiving thing, and I don't even know what it's going to be looking like for Christmas because none of the kings and queens of the United States have said anything, haven't passed edicts out yet to to the serfs, their people. So we'll see, but they're saying they were saying here in Washington State, no Thanksgiving and stuff like that, which was a big no-no. That was frowned upon by a lot of people. So anyhow, so Dex, this is your stuff. Oh, and over here I got again, I got Keith and Graham's knives over here, and Keith actually picked out. This is that Madagascar ebony. Hopefully, you guys, let me get a little bit. There we go. This is the Madagascar ebony, and this is a really good example of the different colors you can get. That chocolate and the tans, the cocoa look and everything, and a little bit of black. Super nice. And you know, that's the outside of it right there, but this helps show what it looks like. And of course, he's got a big hole here because that's for his decorative pin, and he's got 2/8 inch, and then I do these dimples to help the epoxy bond, and the dimples line up with the holes in the tang right here. And all three of these, the bush knives and Dex's Jasper, will have a taper tang. But he picked out the Marine Corps pin. He's got these little Marine Corps pins right here. It's the brass and red. That's really good. And then Keith, he just picked out the natural micarta, canvas micarta, but his knife is all hand sanded and finished up again, a taper tang, and it's ready to rock and roll. So I'm actually going to be gluing that up today after I get done filming this. And that's it. So I got Phil's knife over there, so let me guys put you down and then we'll take a look at his knife next. Alrighty here, okie dokie artichoke. So yes, I am super excited about this. I am liking this a lot. So Phil, he got to looking on the website and saw some of the photos and pictures and everything, and he just absolutely loved the Kiritsuke, that style of the knife. And in all openness, Phil, I was trying to steer you towards that Koa and the carbon fiber liners because that's one of my favorite combinations right there, but Phil couldn't help but pick out the scales that are on this knife because he saw all the other videos, especially Dex is one of the people that recently got his knife. James also had a knife, and that was the knife scales that I got from my buddy Jesse down in Valhalla Designs down in Tennessee. He picked out the curly maple, the stabilized curly maple with the honeycomb up front. That's right. This set of scales Jesse made up. It was a mix of blue and green with the aluminum honeycomb that he puts inside the form, and then it was some stabilized curly maple. He made these, put them together, and I ordered them, and he sent them out to me. I actually ordered, I think, 12 sets of those scales earlier this year. And they're going away pretty quick. They're really good. And they're a perfect set of scales for a kitchen knife. They're not something that I would highly recommend for a very high use, heavy duty purpose knife like the Coyote Works knives and stuff like that. I wouldn't say that's necessarily one of the ways you want to go with it. These scales would definitely lend themselves more towards a kitchen knife. I've said this in the past, but I have had people pick the honeycomb scales for their bush knife or their Jasper or something like that, which is fine. It's just one of those things I always like to tell people, you know, I'm very prejudiced when it comes to certain types of woods or materials for certain knives. I prefer a canvas micarta over paper or linen micarta. I just prefer the canvas micarta. I like the look and I like the texture because if you hand sand it roughly to like maybe 60 or 80 grit, they're still, I feel, a little bit tackier than paper or linen. And then woods, I really lean towards something that is natural and super hard, like the Madagascar ebony, Gaboon ebony, Koa, not Koa, Cocobolo, the Mexican kingwood or Brazilian rosewoods, Bolivian rosewoods, stuff like that. Definitely like, and then I would go into the stabilized woods, something like a stabilized Wenge or stabilized Koa, things like that. But I definitely like this. I kind of stay away from the stabilized woods for my own personal knives when it comes to what I want to use. That's just what I like. But Phil here, he picked out a Kiritsuke, so I did just a standard brown chestnut raptor skin, a little scabbard just to take the knife and ship it to Phil. You can use it to store your knife in there, that's fine. It takes, you know, there's the little edges and how it folds into place. I always, again, I say spine down, blade up, and just hold it and just kind of, you know, get it in there, and it fits in. It goes nice. If you force it too much, sometimes it might catch, because if the knife does this a little bit inside there, because it's not a super tight fit, again, it's only meant for shipping and storage. But it goes in there. It goes in there pretty good. You know, I can do it with the 3 fingers here and my fingers here. You just got to feel it, and then, see, they're just stuck right there. See, just pull it out and then snap. So, and again, it's the shape of the Kiritsuke, because it's got that jagged edge right here. So sometimes that little part, as it's going into the scabbard, it grabs. But super cool. It's got, of course, butcher block oil on it right now, but I'll also be putting photos in here and video that you guys can see. But super cool. You can just catch a hint of blue in the scales, but like I said, Jesse mixes them all up. He can't mix them to what you might think is perfection, because every set of scales is uniquely different. He just pours the 2 different colors in there, kind of mixes it slightly, puts it in a pressure pot and cures them, and then they're good to go, and he cleans them up and ships them off to me. But Phil opted for a full length tang, a full tang. He did not want the taper tang. And then just some standard nickel silver 1/8" pins. Again, nothing super elaborate, not to take away from the shape and the finish of the knife, as well as those scales. Again, super, super cool. I love those scales. So Jesse, big shout out to him over at Valhalla Designs, and thank you, Phil. And again, welcome to the family. But I am going to get your box. I already got your little stuff inside there. I already sent you out your swag pack, Phil, so you got all that already. And that's it. So hopefully everybody is doing well. Hopefully Christmas comes soon and we can all ring in 2021 happy as ever. And maybe we could put some of the junk that's been happening in 2020 behind us. We'll see. Not sure how it's turning out at the making of this video. So, but anyhow, thank you again, folks. Oh, don't forget, check CK Knife and Tools. See if I have any more of those deals going on with the for the Christmas deals that came out last week Monday on November 30th, 2020, with the deals with you buy a hat and a t-shirt. You get 5% off. Or if you buy a hat and a mug, or a mug and a t-shirt, you get 5% off. If you buy a hat, mug, and t-shirt, while supplies last, of course, then you get 10% off. But go check that out, see what's in stock, and jump on there. I got enough right now, but I might be running out by the time this video gets released. And I do thank everybody ahead of time for helping grow CK Knife and Tool and getting your deals for 2021. I've got maybe 1 or 2 videos left for the rest of this year. I might not be putting out a video at the end of December, 2020. I'm not sure if there'll be a video going out then. There'll be a video going out in January, of course. And from here on, I'm not really sure the direction of the channel. I'm trying to change some things. I've got a couple of things, some irons in the fire. I was hoping to share that with you, maybe in the next video, but I'm not sure, because some of it came to a screeching halt, both with everything that's been going on as of late. As you guys are all probably well aware of, November and December of 2020 has been quite colorful. That has caused a couple of delays in some things, but I do have some relationships with companies that I'm hoping to share with you guys in January of 2021 then. And until then, though, I'm just going to go ahead and keep you at the seat of your pants. So again, like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. You guys have been doing phenomenal keeping me from the bottom of the YouTube bucket. And I'll definitely share more with you for 2021 and how CK Knife and Tool is going to go, and how I can take you all along for the ride. So you guys take it easy. Have a good one. We'll see you later. Bye.